There's the old saying that we all have to kiss a lot of frogs to find our prince or princess, and that really applies to online dating. Meeting someone online is fundamentally different than meeting someone in real life. You typically have information about them before you actually meet. You may have read a short profile. When it comes to relationships online, some things do need to be done the old-fashioned way. And there are certain things about a person and a potential partner that you just can't find out from a profile. Online dating is a way to open doors to meet and date people, and one thing the apps and sites have going for them is that ability to simply help you meet more people. That being said, if you're wondering how to date online, here are 10 super tips on how to succeed. 1. Make sure you are ready to start dating. Chances are that if you're looking for online dating tips, you're serious about turning your search into an online dating success. Whether you're searching for your first real relationship, or have recently separated from a partner, though, it is important that you are really open and ready to meet somebody new. Filipinos2meet.com is an online dating in real life. If you're not ready to date someone, just don't do it. It's better to feel completely ready and confident enough to meet someone who can complete you. Make sure you are open and committed to finding a long-term relationship, and in turn you could meet someone really fun and great. 2. Pick your apps wisely. Online dating isn't one of those see all of your options, and then make a decision games. Be selective. Some apps have a reputation for being hookup apps, others are designed to connect users of the same religion or some other shared hobby or attribute. Use apps according to your partner preferences. Once you have this reassurance and have chosen a dating site that suits your requirements, you are ready to get started. I would recommend that you choose Filipinos2meet.com because Filipinos2meet.com is the best Philippines dating site where you can date, chat and meet with fun and great Filipina. For example, every profile is reviewed by a member of staff before it is accepted to the site, and users suspected of fraud or otherwise are proactively removed from the site. They ensure that everyone on the site is there for the right reasons to improve your chances of finding love. 3. Be honest. Research shows that people tend to fall for people similar to themselves when it comes to things like relationship history, desire for children, pet preferences, and religion. Being honest about what you want and who you are makes it more likely that the people you end up talking to and meeting are people things might work out with. This is an opportunity to be clear about who you are and who you want to meet, and if you have a deal breaker issue, mentioning it up front can save a lot of time and effort. 4. Choose a photo that puts your best foot forward, or at least the one you want to show off. Photos should accurately depict your physical appearance, but they should be photos you generally like. Having never met this person before, photos can have a big bearing on likability and someone's initial attitude toward you. Specific attributes that generally increase attractiveness and like a genuine smile, one that makes your eyes start to crinkle up, and a slight head tilt. It's a shame not every dating website or app takes the time to truly get to know you and help you in your online dating journey. That's why, at Filipinos2meet.com are dedicated to matching like-minded Filipino singles with long-term compatibility in mind. 5. Make a great introduction with your first message. When it comes to online dating, the first message can be a deal breaker. It can be difficult to craft an engaging text that's flirty, yet appropriate and leaves an impression on the recipient. Avoid copying and pasting messages, our members tell us it's obvious, and a huge turn off. Poor spelling is equally frowned upon. So make sure you read it over before you click send. So what's the best way to get the conversation going with your first message? Find something in the profile you both share and talk about that. This not only helps you establish your shared interests but also demonstrates that you have actually read the profile and paid attention to their hobbies. 6. Be honest. When sending a first message on a dating site, you're often better off saying, knock knock, rather than, hello. A funny message stands out to online daters, and it increases your chances of getting a response. Sometimes, you can melt the hearts of jaded online daters with a clever quip, or a quirky compliment. For instance, my girlfriend told me I had a smidge of cute on my face in his first message, and I rolled my eyes, but I also swiped right. Instead of being yet another generic profile, prove you're someone worth getting to know by putting some puns, anecdotes, or jokes into your messages. If you can keep your date entertained and interested in that initial conversation, you'll be in good shape moving forward. Research shows that people tend to fall for people similar to themselves when it comes to things like relationship history, desire for children, pet preferences, and religion. Being honest about what you want, and who you are makes it more likely that the people you end up talking to and meeting are people things might work out with. This is an opportunity to be clear about who you are, and who you want to meet. If you have a deal breaker issue, mentioning it up front can save a lot of time and effort. 7. Get to the point. You have to get to the point and do include what makes you interesting in your profile. Nobody's going to read a 6-paragraph essay. People swipe through profiles quickly. State things that are really important to you and be done with it. Do include what's distinctive about you. People tend to be interested in interesting people. And do include what you're looking for in a potential match. An ideal balance is 70% about you and 30% about the person you're looking for. 8. Be open-minded. Just because someone isn't a runner or has a hobby you're not so sure about, don't give up on them. Try to be as open-minded as possible to the idea that you could actually grow in new ways from someone you might meet online. Remember that personal growth is one of those hallmarks that tends to make long-term relationships work. 9. Prepare for the first date. When you've formed a connection with someone online, and you're preparing for the all-important first date offline, the key is to keep it simple. Meet for a coffee or a walk in the park so that you have a chance to really talk and get to know one another. This way you can establish if there's connection between you. If you feel like you've clicked online, then most likely you'll click in person too. Focus on the future, not the past. No one likes to hear about an ex on a first date. Try not to compare your date to previous partners and allow yourself to be open to something and someone new. 10. And finally, don't lose motivation. Unfortunately, finding love at first sight is rare, and some people might experience a few bad dates before they meet the dream partner. Don't be disheartened if you are on a first date, and you know the person sat opposite you is not the one. Try to make the most of the experience and learn from it. Just because you are both compatible in some things, doesn't mean you'll be perfect for each other, and sometimes it's best to move on to someone new. We all have to kiss a few frogs before we meet our prince or princess, and you never know what's around the corner. One of the best online dating tips is to keep the past in the past. So whether you are dating anywhere in the world, try using Filipino2meet.com in order to meet Filipina singles. If you enjoyed this video, kindly click on the subscribe button and notification bell below for more videos like this. See you in the next video.